Boss, if I might die, I'm wanting to go to heaven. Stick, you and everybody else want to go to heaven, but you know there's a restraining order. Well, there might be a restraining order, but I still, if I'm going to die, I'd like to go to heaven. You and everybody else, as I said, Stick, there's a restraining order. You can't go to heaven. I want to talk to Mr. Oakwood or Hank. One of the two of them. They ought to be able to do something for me about going to heaven. It ain't going to happen. You can talk to Mr. Oakwood. You can talk to Hank. But there's nothing they can do. There is a restraining order. Well, Amora has a restraining order. Amora's restraining order is only when you're at her house, not the studio. You're both actors. Well, maybe, no, it ain't going to happen. I will get Mr. Oakwood for you. Thanks for coming, Hank. Stick wants to go to heaven. Yeah, I want to go to heaven, all right. Stick, there's a restraining order against you. There may be a restraining order, but I want to go to heaven. Stick, we need you for a very dangerous mission. We can't afford to be losing somebody of value. That's why we want you for a dangerous mission. Well, just let me go to heaven. Stick, there's a restraining order. You can't go to heaven. Do you understand? A restraining order. But if I'm going to die, what does it matter? Well, you might go to jail before you die. Well, what's the problem in that? We have a dangerous mission and we want you to go on it. I want to go to heaven. Hank, I told you there was a problem. Boss, you ain't kidding, there's a problem. This guy, let me get Mr. Oakwood out here. We got to get this resolved. Hank, I tried to resolve it without calling or interrupting you or Mr. Oakwood, but I know this mission's important. Yeah, it's really important. And I want to go to heaven. Shut up, Stick. Hank. Yeah, boss. What are we going to do? We're going to have to get Mr. Oakwood involved. Mr. Oakwood, thanks for coming to help us. Yes, Mr. Oakwood, thank you for showing up. What seems to be the problem here? Well, Stick wants to go and he wants to go to heaven. Stick, you want to go to heaven? Yes, sir, I want to go to heaven. Stick, there's a restraining order against you going to heaven. Yes, sir, there might be, but if I'm going to maybe die on this mission, I want to go to heaven. I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Oakwood, but we seem to have hit an impasse. I'll say we've hit an impasse. Mr. Oakwood, can you arrange it for me to go to heaven? Cameraman, are we in focus? Yes, sir. We're in focus, Mr. Oakwood. You're looking good. You're looking as good as the day you were born. I doubt that. All right, Stick, you want to go to heaven? Yes, sir. If you can arrange that, I'd sure appreciate going to heaven. Stick, quit whining. Mr. Oakwood, I'm sorry about that. Hank, don't worry about it. Sometimes these things happen. Mr. Oakwood, the boss and I tried to resolve this without having to escalate it to your office. Well, that's why I'm here, to resolve these problems. Stick, you realize you might be going to prison. Well, not if I die. We're hoping, Stick, but if you survive, you might be going to prison. I might be going to prison, but I just want to go to heaven. All right, I'll see what I can arrange. I'll step in and run... Oh, I'll run interference for you, Stick. I'll see what I can do. But you're asking an awful lot with that restraining order. A restraining order to go to heaven? I don't think so. Not if I'm about to die. Oh, if only.
Mr. X, Hello, Oakwood.
Mr. Axe, we have a really dangerous mission, and we're going to be sending Stick on that mission because we think he may die. He's not wanting to go on the mission until he has a chance to go to heaven.
She has a restraining order.
We know that, but we're hoping that you can, like, stand in her stead and, you know, pretend to be her, and everything will go good.
Mr. Oakwood, I'm everything that heaven isn't.
Yes, ma'am, we know that. She's kind, she's sweet, she's wonderful, yes, ma'am, she's everything you're not. But can you pretend to be her?
I can pretend to be her as long as you photograph me from the neck up, because, you know, this little skimpy outfit I'm in is, like, not really appropriate for heaven, because heaven is a nice girl.
Yes, ma'am, she is. Do you know anything about her history?
Well, I know that she's a human. I know that the Greys haven't kidnapped her like they did to me. And I know that dysfunctional vet was like at a restaurant somewhere. She's waiting on him, and she kept his coffee cup full of coffee.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Stick got wind of that, and so he started, you know, he was going to the restaurant all the time. He followed her home. He was doing all kinds of other things, and she
got a restraining order.
Yes, ma'am. She got a restraining order. But the deal is that we don't even know how Stick got to Earth.
I do.
You know how he got there?
Yeah. He bribed a Grey to take him there.
Do you know what Grey he bribed?
The same one you hose down off the sidewalk.
So there's no chance he's still going to Earth?
No. No chance at all.
Well, can you pull that off? Can you be heaven?
What's in it for me?
How about 3 times the normal pay scale for an actress?
Well, you don't pay hardly nothing.
Name your price. Name your price. Name your price. Come on. Name your price. Don't be hard sell. I mean, name your price.
Stick leaves me alone. And you get me some clothes to wear. I'm tired of wearing this.
Well, you know, Lisa is in Russia. You know, remember, She's Not Dead goes to Russia, and She's Not Dead, the programs we made?
Oh, I remember them. I know her. She's a famous actress, famous runway model.
Well, she's modeling all kinds of clothes in Russia that were supposed to be coming to you.
Well, they're not here.
I know they're not here. Dysfunctional Vet's trying to find somebody to make you clothing.
Well, you better hurry, but I'll do it. And here's my deal. Stick leaves me alone. And you give me what I want when I decide.
Yes, ma'am. You've got it. Absolutely. You've got it.
Hello, Stick.
Who are you?
My name's Heaven. I thought you wanted to see me.
I don't remember you looking quite like that.
Stick, why do you say that?
Your hair, it's different.
Well, time travels different, you know. I mean, the Greys came and got me and brought me out here to see you, and now I'm changed.
Oh, well, yeah. Let me come over a little closer.
You keep your distance, Stick, or I'll hit you with something.
I'll keep my distance, but let me come over there. I didn't think I'd ever get a chance to see you again.
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
Heaven, I'm like, your biggest fan.
No, you're my biggest creep.
No, I'm your biggest fan.
Get on with it. What is it that you want?
I'm going on a secret mission and I might die, and I just wanted to see you one last time.
I'm kind of hoping that maybe you will die.
Surely you don't mean that.
Surely I do mean that.
You really think that about me?
Stick, go to the post office. Look at the 5 most wanted. Your picture is on all of those.
Well, maybe it's better I just go on this mission and get it over with.
Yes, please.
Do you have anything less? Do you have anything, any last parting words? Like live long and prosper?
Die slow and rot.